Hello and welcome back to Road TRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is number 829, the category Friday Night Pub Quiz number 14. This is a 20-question trivia quiz with a question 21 tiebreaker at the very end of the video if you need that. All of these questions come from various categories. Some are easier, some are harder. It is a perfect pub quiz. Thank you for watching and good luck. Question number 1. She postponed her execution by telling her husband Shahryar a story each night but saving its climax until the following day. Who is this woman of Arabian Nights who told 1,001 tales? Her name was Scheherazade. Question number 2. Geographically, what term is given to the region 167 miles long and only 34 miles wide in western Oklahoma, suggesting that the shape of the state resembles a cooking item able to be picked up? That geographic region is known as the Panhandle. Question number 3. The second chapter of the Gospel according to John begins with Jesus performing a miracle at Cana during a feast. What transformation did Jesus perform involving two beverages? The feast at Cana is where he turned water into wine. Question number 4. The Balearic Islands lie in the west, while in the east are the Dodecanese Islands and Cyprus. The ancient Romans called it our sea. What is the name of this body of water between Europe and Africa? The Romans called it our sea. It is the Mediterranean Sea. Question number 5. The namesake of an equilibrium in game theory, what Princeton mathematician was the subject of a 2001 film called A Beautiful Mind, starring Russell Crowe? In that movie, Russell Crowe played John Nash. Question number 6. Leda is Jupiter, Nina is Venus, Ray is Mars, Amy is Mercury, and Damien is Tuxedo Mask. These are all characters on what animated show where the Scouts fight Queen Beryl? The answer is Sailor Moon. Question number 7. One theory is that he was a 12th century Earl of Huntingdon named Robert Fitzooth who harassed Norman invaders. Perhaps the Normans were rich. What is the name of this outlaw who lived in Sherwood Forest? He robbed from the rich to give to the poor. The answer is Robin Hood. Question number 8. If you start out with a methane molecule and substitute chlorine atoms to replace 3 of the hydrogen atoms on the molecule, what is the common name for the anesthetic that results? The concoction we're looking for is chloroform. Question number 9. Accused by his enemies of always spinning webs of plots and conspiracies, so he was called the Spider King, which French king married the daughter of King James I and succeeded to the throne after the death of his father, Charles VII, in 1461? The Spider King was Louis VI. Question number 10. What is the name of the undifferentiated cells that are able to produce other cells of the body that are the subject of political controversy because the use of fetuses as a source? The cells that they get from fetuses are called stem cells. Question number 11. What mineral used in cosmetics occurs in tabular crystals and in the impure form soapstone and ranks with the softest possible score on the Mohs scale of hardness? The softest score on the Mohs scale is talc. Question number 12. They had a productive career until the death of their drummer, John Bonham. Then the other two members, Jimmy Page and Robert Plant, made the decision to end the band. What is this band who recorded hits like Stairway to Heaven? Stairway to Heaven was a hit from Led Zeppelin. Question 13. Doc Danica, Milo Mindbender, and Captain Yossarian are all characters in what 1961 novel about World War II written by Joseph Heller? Joseph Heller wrote Catch-22. Question 14. His work was met with violent opposition until 70 physicians and surgeons in London signed a declaration of their confidence in it. Who is this man who in 1796 vaccinated an 8-year-old boy with cowpox and smallpox? That man's name was Edward Jenner. Question 15. In this kind of art, paint is dropped randomly on paper, which is then folded in half, producing a symmetrical design. What is this work which subjects interpret in the Rorschach psychological test? The Rorschach test uses inkblot art. The answer is inkblot. Question 16. The first resulted in the cession of Sicily to Rome. In the second, the Romans lost at Cana, but Scipio Africanus managed to defeat Hannibal at Zama. And the last of what series of wars ended in the destruction of Carthage? Those were the Punic Wars. Question 17. Founded in 1919 by Michael Collins, What paramilitary wing of the Sinn Féin attempted to kill members of the UK cabinet during the Conservative Party conference in Brighton in 1984? That was the IRA, or the Irish Republican Army. Question 18. Extinct volcanoes are those which are very unlikely to erupt again. What term is used to describe volcanoes that are currently inactive but considered likely to erupt in the future? The term for those volcanoes is just dormant volcanoes. Question 19. In the literary source, she seldom bathed, had but one eye, and worked in a cigarette factory. What is the name of this woman who is caught in a love triangle with Don Jose and the Torero Escamillo in an opera by George Bizet? That opera and her name is Carmen. And question 20. Episodes include The Stealing of the Cattle of Helios, The Journey to the Land of the Lotus Eaters, and The Blinding of the Cyclops Polyphemus. What is the title of this epic poem by Homer? The answer is The Odyssey. All right, that is it for the first 20 questions. We're going to do this real quick. I have nothing important to tell you about the channel except for the Iceland trivia went over well, and I got a lot of positive feedback on the pictures and videos. Thank you for that. Have a good weekend. Here is question 21, the tiebreaker for Friday night pub quiz. Although his name sounds like an aviation term, it is synonymous with one who washes his hands of the matter. What is the name of this procurator of Judea before whom Jesus was tried? Not a very famous guy in the Bible. The man before whom Jesus was tried was Pontius Pilate. All right, that's it for today. Thank you guys. Enjoy your weekend. See you tomorrow.